kinsmen that join the family again, I welcome you. And I'm glad you listened to Professor Joe, and he talking of the qualities that define the Igbo person. I want you to take home two pieces, a number of information. The Igbo are the single greatest African people. And this was formally acknowledged in Haiti during the Haitian Revolution. If we Google Igbo Grammon, the great Igbo nation, you will see it was a time to give him by a meeting of all in 1791. And those of you that come from New Orleans area and so on would know about Grand Igbo, the great Igbo spirit. Again, we are one of the few people in the world who are recognized to be driven by great spirit, the great Igbo spirit. And there are a number of places where the Igbo are found to be the single largest ethnic group. In Nigeria, where we have our homeland, the Igbo are the single largest ethnic groups. The official statistic does not show that because they're a little hanky-panky, but when the computer came out, and because we are the people that drive the computer, we were able to the percentage proportion of different Nigerian ethnic groups because we know the local government they came from, and Igbo make up 1/4 of Nigeria's population. And part of the reason is that we are a people that cultivate human beings, take care of human beings. And perhaps one of the few ethnic groups that during the slave trade never organized to enslave their people. Never organized to enslave their people. That is why you will find the first slaves went to South America and the Caribbean under the Portuguese and Spanish. There are not many Igbo slaves in Brazil and South America for the simple reason that the Igbo refused to sell their people, to enslave their people. So when you hear that the Igbo would rather commit suicide than go into slavery, it's because he also believed that nobody should be enslaved, including his own people. But the white man found ways to organize rough people, to import kidnappers into Igbo land, because there are known kidnappers in Igbo land during the slave trade. And each of those groups who still exist never originated from Igbo land itself, including the people dancing the head hunting dance you saw today. They were not Igbo people 400 years ago. The white man brought them into Igbo land to help him carry out slavery. And because of our love of freedom and high civilization, The white man, by the time he came into Africa and into Igbo land, the Igbo land was by far too civilized for them. The only advantage they had is that they got the compass and gunpowder from the Chinese. Advantage the white man had, not through civilization, because like Professor Jofo mentioned, we had technopolis, because the Igbo word for technology and technopolis is Oka. We had the technopolis of Oka, of Okigwe, of Okuzun, and different rock cards all over Igbo land, centers of excellence in technology before the white man came. But now he came, he enslaved our people because he had Chinese gunpowder. And our people kept resisting. And because of it, the Igbo people are known to be the people that have executed in the history of the world the most outstanding resistances against slavery and colonialism. You have heard of those who were willing to die rather than be enslaved. There were many instances of this, even on this part of the Atlantic. But then our people found in two particular, the island of Haiti and the United States of America, where, like I said, slaves got taken later because North America was settled by Europeans later. And Igbo were the people that one man could arrange to catch slaves from. But he paid a heavy price for that. Because of that, all the empires of Europe, Spain, France, Britain, were engaged by Igbo slaves in Haiti and defeated. After 12 years of fighting, 1791 to 1803, the Igbo defeated all of them and chased them out of the island.
That's right.
January 1, 1804, the island of Haiti was proclaimed independent and has retained that independence till today at a heavy price by the white man that feels spawned by the great Igbo spirit. But let it be. And when Haiti got independent, in the Igbo spirit of Onyahalamania, no one should ever forsake his kinsman. Even if you are waylaid by gunmen and swordsmen, you must never forsake your willing kinsman. That's the great Igbo spirit. And of course, the American Civil War. Natona and other Igbo resistors set in motion the process that led it. And by the end, America lost 620,000 men in that Civil War. That is the equivalent of 606,200,000 men today in American population, because the Igbo would not tolerate enslavement. As slavery was abolished in America, Europe decided to transfer slavery to Africa itself in the name of colonialism. and the homeland Igbo have been fighting until by 1967, Europe as a whole decided to destroy the Igbo. A war planned by Britain in the 1960s against us was activated. And even when Britain and the Soviet Union were at war, Cold War at that time, they aligned to fight against us. But actually they won the war, but kind of, because the war ended in such a way that it was declared no victor, no vanquished. Those of us who were fighting on the Igbo side, on the Biafran side, were allowed to go home with our guns because they knew they would not be able to remove it from us. It would be bloody end to the war. But this Igbo stubbornness, Haiti, in the United States with Turner and others, in Igbo land proper, made the white man to mark us out as a people to be destroyed.
I can't hear him anymore.
Hello,
I think the
Professor.
internet,
Professor Osuagwu, have you finished or something is wrong
the
technically?
internet is
Internet? Okay, all right. Well,
so, but we can,
please let's
bring
give me a round of
Prof.
applause.